Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Drew's Food Reviews. Today, got another episode of Classic Candy Corner. And I am in the little corner over here, and this is going to be a little bit of classic candy. And found these, where did I find this? I found that at Big Lots. And I think I had found these one time before. I found them actually, it was weird. It was at Fry's Electronics Store. And if you guys have ever been to a Fry's Electronics, it's like a big, kind of electronics warehouse, and they sell like computers and TVs and phones and video games and whole systems and stuff. And it's like this big thing. And then when you go to check out, you have to wait in this long line. And when you go down this long line to get to the registers, they've got all these candies and knickknacks along the line that they want you to pick up while you're waiting to go pay. And I found these there one time, but I found these in the Big Lots, and I don't know if people remember these. They're called Cup of Gold. They're sort of like peanut butter cups, but they're not. They're marshmallow, and I think this one has, it says thick, rich milk chocolate, smooth, creamy smooth center, almonds and coconut. I'm not real big on coconut, so I don't know that I had this all that much, but it's only a little bit of coconut in there. It's kind of like mixed into there. This was mostly my mom's favorite candy. So I guess I'll kind of dedicate this to my mom, that this was one of her favorite ones, and I think she still gets them. They also had another one called Mallow Cup. It's along the same lines, but it's just marshmallow, like a filling in the middle. It didn't have the coconut or the almond on it. They were all just kind of ground up. Yeah. So, this is by Cup of Gold. It says Adams and Brooks Incorporated. And what is the calorie on this one? If I can find out. Hiding under the door number 1. Calories 170. So yeah, it's a little bit much, but this is classic, the original. Yeah. So anyway, this one's for if you like coconut, I guess this would be something for you guys, or if you like marshmallows and coconut. And this one's kind of oh yeah, well, oh boy, it did get a little bit melted, and some of it's stuck in here. This is like the little marshmallow nougat. It's in the pack, and it's kind of melted on here. Oh yeah, lovely, folks. You can see here, kind of got broken up in the middle, kind of leaked out. Still edible. I just have to peel it off a little bit. Well, I guess maybe that's why they were in the corner, kind of loose. But anyway, this is what you get. Normally it wouldn't be like that, but I don't think it really affects how it tastes. So here we go. That marshmallow in the middle is it's very dense, very like chewy. And okay, there we go. There's a top to it. And it has that little bit of peanut, kind of like shredded almond kind of mixed in there. And then that kind of marshmallow melts in there. It's not bad. I'm still tasting like that little bit of toasted, grated coconut in there. But I can tolerate it if it's just a little bit. And this is actually pretty good. So, if you like that, and you can find them, give it a try. These seem to be like, when I was a little kid, they had these all the time. They had the Cup of Gold, They also had one called that my mom liked was Cherry Bomb, and it was like a little, like a chocolate covered cherry, but it had like a cherry cream sauce in it, like a little nougat. I think it actually did have a cherry in there, and it was covered with that. And then they had some places had that thing called the Goo Goo Cluster, which was kind of like caramel and peanuts covered in chocolate. That was kind of like the Reggie bar that they came out with way back when Reggie was popular. And I actually get to see, I don't know if I told this story or not. When I was little, I went to a Oakland A's game. I was probably like 6 or 7. We were sitting there. We were kind of like on like first base side, and we were watching the game. And I didn't know anything about baseball back in, when I was real young. And I saw somebody. He was down there. He was in the dugout or on the sidelines or whatever, and you can only see the names on the back. You didn't really see them because they were turned around. And I said to my mom, I said, "Oh, who's that guy down there?" And they said, "Oh, that's Reggie Jackson." And I didn't know who he was. I said, "Oh, that guy's pretty good. I think he's going to be a good player." And little did I know, he went on to become quite a bit of a good player, and then he got the Reggie bar named after him, and and also in the same game that I was there, this was way back, probably in the 70s, probably like 72, 73, back when the A's were like real big popular. They had the mascot, and the mascot was a donkey, and his name was Charlie O. And when the kids were in there, what they did is we were sitting in the front row of like the sideline. I think it was like first base or third base. And they had the donkey. They brought him out into the field, and he'd walk around in the field. He was their mascot. And his name was Charlie O because the owner's name was Charlie O. And they named the donkey after Charlie O. And he would walk around. And in this one game, they brought the donkey around to the side, and they looked into the crowd, and they said, "Who wants to ride on Charlie O?" And my dad took me and he hung me over the railing and said, here, my son wants to go up there. And so then they brought the donkey over. They put me on the donkey, and I rode around the infield on Charlie O. And I think they had it like on the big screen while I was riding around. And I think they maybe gave it a couple other kids, let them ride around a little bit. But that was my big claim to fame back then. Back in the old days when I was, little, and you'd get, stuff at the baseball game, like the malteds and the hot dogs and the Cracker Jacks and the popcorn. And, it's kind of a shame that they don't make those malted milk cups anymore. At least that I've found. Maybe you can get them like at 7-Eleven. Used to get them from the ice cream man, Carnation malted milk, and then they came with a little wooden spoon, and you'd eat it with the little wooden spoon. And yeah, that was kind of the things that I kind of remember getting at the ball game, or getting, back in the 70s when I was little. And Cup of Gold was probably, I think my mom got it more than I did because she liked the coconut and I wasn't real wild about it. But I was more about peanut butter cups. But it's kind of fun going back and remembering the old stuff and giving it a try for you guys out there. So that's just some of my memories around this particular one, Cup of Gold. Thought it was kind of interesting that I was able to find it. And some of these classic candies that I haven't found yet, I'm still on the lookout. I actually found a website that's got some classic candy, and I'm probably going to be ordering them. They were a couple ones that I haven't been able to find in the store, and it's fairly cheap. They're only like $1 a piece. So I'm going to order some of those and have them shipped, and I'll probably be doing another review for you guys out there. So, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell right over there. That way you won't miss any future content or when I go live. So, I'd like to thank you guys for stopping in to another episode of Classic Candy Corner. And reliving some of my memories about Cup of Gold and baseball and, childhood. So, until next time, Andrew's Food Reviews, I'll talk to you later.